Hello guys, welcome to Work in Progress Wednesday, even though it is actually Saturday. I am going to film quite a few videos ahead for the next couple of weeks because, well, you are watching this on Wednesday, which means yesterday, for you guys watching this on Wednesday, yesterday I will have had my first COVID vaccine, and I've no idea how I'm going to have reacted to it because obviously I haven't had it yet, even though that's weird because you're watching it the day after, watching this the day after I have. Yeah, so I just wanted to get ahead. Excuse me, just a sip of water. Yeah, I just wanted to get ahead whilst I was, you know, in the mood and what have you, and I have just made a start on my 52 tags handmade challenge by Anne Brooke. Yeah, and of course I'm behind. Yeah, as always. I'm on week 5. We're actually on week 12 now, I believe, in real time. But I'm here with week 5, which is kisses. And all it is just basically kisses cross stitch. What Anne did in her challenge was she layered up different bits of material in the background for her tag base and sewed them together with different stitches, and then she got some other bits of material and laid them across in an X kiss, and then sewed down it and then did some fancy cross stitch stitches across it as well. I'm obviously doing my own interpretation of Anne's challenge, and I am using a bit of blue fabric that I have left over from a previous tag challenge, but also just a scrap of blue material. I love that, it's gorgeous. And I found a bit of Aida, which is cross-stitching material with the holes in, obviously makes it easier. This is actually a bed sheet, an old bed sheet. It's like a yellowy colour, almost a yellowy orange colour. So my plan is to pop that on there, finish that and pop that on there somewhere, probably I'm not sure whether either at the bottom, the top or in the middle, but for the time being we'll say in the middle. A little bit hanging over because I like these tufty bits. The same this side too, so a frayed bit across there and then a frayed bit hanging over there, and then I am going to then put this piece of lace and that piece of lace across there, in across, and stitch down them. But yeah, so that's about it for the time being. That's about the sum of my imagination right now. But as you can see, I have started. I've actually just paused the video that you guys will be watching on Sunday. You will have already seen this if you're watching, but I've just paused the video where I've got to the bottom of this section, and then you'll see me doing the rest of this later on. But here I thought, well, whilst I'm paused doing that, I've still got to stitch all this, because my idea is I'm now just going to go up and down all along here this white bit with tiny little cross stitches or kisses. But I figured, like I said, because I want to get some filming ahead, and I'm going to leave a row between, so I'm going to come up this one. Yeah, but because I want to film ahead, I figured obviously I'm going to need a work in progress video because, like I said, my vaccine is on Tuesday and I've no idea what state I'm going to be in on the Wednesday to be able to do a work in progress Wednesday video, because I actually usually do them on the day, like during the day in the morning or the afternoon, and then edit and upload them for later on. So, but like I said, I've no idea what state I'm going to be in, so I figured whilst I'm in the middle of doing this and I've still got to finish it off, I'd just pop the camera back on and come and chat to you guys. So this is a bit weird really, because technically, if you've watched Sunday's video, I've already done this. Sorry, I will move the camera. I'm bad for doing that. But yeah, so if you've already watched Sunday's video, you know what this looks like. But if not, then, you know, we're just going to have a bit of a chit chat. So, because this is literally for once, this is actually literally a work in progress video, actually a work in progress project. So I'm not doing anything particular, you know, nothing earth-shattering or rocket science. I am just doing little tiny kisses, cross stitch on this cross stitch Aida, or Ada as some people like to call it. Here in the UK we call it Aida. I'm not sure if that's correct or not, but that's what we call it, or that's what my mum calls it, and that's what I've grown up calling it. But yeah, I've no idea what make it is. There's loads of different makes of it and what have you. I just found it in my scraps. I've got loads of different versions of it from different companies that mum's give me offcuts of over time. I'm sorry, you're probably not even in frame for any of that because I am horrendous when it comes to lifting this up right under my nose, so I'll try and get you as close in as I can. The lighting's rubbish because it's about, I think it's 8:30 at night. My watch is dead, so I can't check. Actually, where's my phone? I'm going to say my phone's buried under a load of stuff. Yeah, it is 28 minutes past 8 at night time. So yeah, I'll actually kind of leave my phone on just over there to the side, and then I can keep a check of the time. Oh, no, I won't do that because it's sitting on... Sorry guys for the flashing. It was sitting on the power button for the lamp. I've got the lamp on, I've got the bedroom light on, which is now actually got a white light bulb in it to brighten up the room when I'm filming at night time or bad day weather conditions sort of thing. That way we don't get the orange tingy glow. And then I've got the lamp next to me as well, which also has a white light option on it. This background probably isn't helping, but I figured I forgot to use it last time actually, but I figured, you know, I started off doing the challenge using this background, so I would carry on. Like I said, I did forget last time though, but then I remembered when I watched one of the other videos back, like, oh no, I forgot to use it, I'll go and dig it out of the drawer. It was downstairs in the studio. But yeah, so like I said, I'm catching up. So right now I am just doing week 5, which is the Kisses version. But then the next lot of videos, because as I said, I am way behind. These actually really are crosses, although they just look like little blobs because I'm using thicker cotton. Silk thread. No, it is actually cotton. 100% cotton thread. This cotton is a Curtsy brand. The one that I'm using is one I got from Amazon, so I figured I'd give it a try. It's a little bit thick for doing these tiny crosses. I should be using the proper silk, the proper cross-stitch threads with only like 1 or 2 threads. This is equivalent to all 6 strands together. So it is thick, but I promise they are crosses. You can see me doing it anyway, but I promise they are crosses. But yeah, like I said, so for the time being, I'm just doing week 5. I'm just catching up. But then after today, when I do the videos, the tag challenge videos, I will probably just show little bits of each week until I have caught up. I'm not sure whether I'll do that or whether I will do individual videos and just post them every day to catch up. I'm not sure, because up to now I've only been doing them on a Sunday, like slow stitch Sundays. But yeah, so I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing it to catch up, because like I said, I'm doing week 5 right now, and at the moment we're actually on week 12. So in fact, you're watching this on Wednesday, so we're kind of on week 12 and a half. Because on Friday that you're watching this, and we'll be getting ready to do week 13. So I am really behind. Wait. Don't know what's going on there, but the lamp isn't happy. Just went off all by itself, and it shouldn't do because it's plugged into the mains, the charger socket. It charges through USB, and it's plugged into my phone socket, so it shouldn't go off. My phone wasn't even touching it. Oh, I don't know technology these days. even though it's a lamp, I guess it's still technology. I'm going to lift it up a little bit because I keep bashing you, and you know what I'm doing, so yeah, I'm just going to have a drink. I won't keep you long, actually, guys. Sorry, I need to keep hydrated because I am currently mid-allergy season flare-up and it's driving me insane. And yeah, my throat is so dry, as you can tell with the sound of my voice. I mean, it's yeah, pretty much bedtime, so my meds that I take during the day have all fairly worn out by now. I'm due to take some ibuprofen and some more bronchial balsam cough medicine before going to bed, which will get me through the night. But yeah, so round about this time of night is when my voice starts going, so Feidman and Taylor are quite happy about that. Also, another like 20 minutes or so, Feidman will be coming up anyway because it's bedtime. Even though it's weekend, we still come up to bed at 9 o'clock. Unless he's watching football, then he comes up at like 9:30, 10. But with me not being so good, he has been coming up around 9 o'clock just to make sure I'm okay and chill out watching films together. But yeah, so anyway, what have you guys been up to? I hope you're all well. If any of you other people have had your vaccine, I hope it didn't affect you too much. I'm hoping it isn't going to affect me very much. I'm hoping this this cold stroke, allergy flare, hay fever, allergy flare is gone, or it will calm down dramatically before I do go on Tuesday. I look well worn, turning up to my appointment coughing and spluttering everywhere. It's got nothing at all to do with the virus at all, it's just bad allergies. Yeah, I don't think they'll appreciate that very much. Although I'll be masked up anyway, but, you know, I'm hoping it's not going to be busy when I get there as well. I really do. It's at 4 o'clock at night. My appointment is at 4 o'clock in the evening. I don't really fancy standing on a car park at that time of night because it's still not that warm here at the moment. You know, it gets quite chilly at night time, so I'm not looking forward to that. I could just now carry on going back up that way, but I prefer to turn and go downwards. But yeah, this tag is actually literally going to be full of kisses, hugs, you know, not hugs and kisses, but kisses. This needle's also a little bit thick for this AIDA, although I don't think I'm using a cross-stitch needle anyway. I think this is a sewing needle. Not that it matters, but the other ones tend to be a bit smaller. Mum did give me a variety of different needles actually, but, you know, I just grab what I've got to hand. But yeah, so this is it basically for cross stitch, guys. Anybody who's never done cross stitching before, you're basically just stitching across. So the AIDA, if you can see, for anybody like I said who's not familiar, has got holes. So the idea is you come up through the holes, you use the holes as the guide. So I am actually, you can't see because the thread's thick, but I'm coming up this hole from underneath and I'm zigzagging across to this hole diagonally, and then from underneath I'm coming back up through that one and then going back down that one, so it creates this little cross. And like I said, you can't really tell because this thread is thick and bulky. But yeah, and that's what you do all along. Even when you're creating an actual picture, this is what you do. You cross stitch. That's why it's called cross stitch. So you just stitch everything in little crosses, usually together. I'm leaving a gap between, but usually together, and then eventually, you know, you follow a pattern and a design is born. basically. I haven't got anything to hand to show you that's been cross-stitched, but my mum loves cross-stitching. When I first started up as Northern Craftaholic UK, we actually we actually started up using my mum's cross-stitching as the main side of the business to sell. Because at the time I was still jewellery making, but at the time I wanted to still stay within the jewellery making, but do something different. So mum did everything cross-stitch for me to sell, whilst I was learning, like self-teaching and learning how to master the metal hand stamping. So whilst I focused on getting a dab hand at that, mum provided pretty much my income, provided me with numerous cross-stitched pieces, ready-made and custom orders. Yeah, so, you know, that was like an income for me when we first started up Northern Craftaholic UK, which is what I was before I rebranded to Minxy Studio UK. Those who've been with me for a while will know that. But yeah, so mum started off, well, mum used to pretty much provide me with the cross-stitch stuff to sell, which then, because she was doing that, which she used to absolutely love doing anyway, and she were always cross-stitching in her own time, so she's like, well, I'll do all these mini little things for you to sell, and while we're doing that, it takes the focus off you with your jewellery stuff, it gives you extra time to focus on the hand stamping, you know, and that way we're still making a bit of money because of my cross-stitching, and that's what we did. So, like, mum did all these cross-stitch stuff, key rings and all sorts of stuff. If you go on Instagram and scroll right back down through the page, you'll see cross-stitch stuff that she used to do. Bit harder to, it's on Facebook, but a bit harder to find on Facebook than Instagram. Instagram's a bit like a catalogue. But yeah, if you go right back, you'll find mum's cross-stitch stuff and what have you on Instagram. She did all sorts of stuff. We sold them in craft events and, you know, online craft markets, that sort of thing. Just in general. She used to take custom orders as well from friends and family, that sort of thing, because she loved doing it anyway. But yeah, so she would do that whilst I did the jewellery that when people still wanted it, as well as teaching myself how to do the stamping and selling that too. And yeah, and then whenever we made a sale from it, I used to give her a bit of a commission, if you will, because she said she always said, I don't want anything for doing it, I'd do it for fun anyway, which she did, because she said that I love doing it, but then I'm stuck with all this stuff and I never know what to do with it. She said, so if I do stuff for you to be able to sell, at least I'm still kind of feeding the but her creative outlet. She's still feeding that by creating this stuff for me to sell, which helps the business. And at the end of the day, when, you know, whenever we'd made a sale or whatever, I used to give her enough money to cover the cost of the thread, like the silks and stuff that she'd used, and the Aida, so she could just buy some more and make some more. So it were a kind of a win-win. It were really good. And then it just kind of died off. People weren't interested, so... And then I found you guys. I did have a bit of a break from the whole jewellery making and everything, and family reasons, grandbabies as well. And then I found you guys in the junk journaling world, and everything changed. So yeah, mum still does cross stitch on a regular basis. In fact, I bought her 2 new cross stitching kits for her birthday. It was her birthday in February. And I bought her 2 new cross-stitch kits for her birthday. One of them was, I think it were a flower. I think it were a bouquet of flowers or something like that anyway. And the other one was like a magician's hat. She's absolutely Harry Potter crazy. And the other kit that I bought her was like a magician's hat, and it had like a potions bottle and a wand and a spell and that sort of thing, a little map. It wasn't a Harry Potter one, but... you know, a typical magician's wizard type one, but I thought, well, it's not official Harry Potter, but, you know, she's like, yeah, I love it, so that'll keep her busy for a while. But yeah, so we had loads of fun. We still do. I've still got loads of stuff in a box downstairs. Oh, yeah, no, I'm still straight. I thought I'd gone wonky then. I've still got loads of cross-stitch stuff downstairs in a box, along with my old jewellery stuff that I made as well. I might just stick it on at some stage and put it in Etsy shop or something and have a bit of a sale on it. But yeah, it's really cool. I keep wondering, I keep kind of looking at it and thinking, I wonder if I could incorporate any of this into journals, because there's some really cool stuff, and I thought, you know, I could probably use that on a tag or something, but then, you know, throw it in a journal, that sort of thing. But I don't tend to sell journals very often, so I don't know. I may just throw them back in shop and see if they sell, but kind of market them now as more journal embellishments than cross-stitch pieces, because some of them are really cool and they would look really cool in journals. Or I might make some tags up or something and put them on and then stick them in the shop, especially now in the journaling community that slow stitching has really taken off again. Oh, I missed that one completely, never mind, I did go too far on that one. Oh, I didn't even go in a cross in that one, never mind, I'm not doing it. Getting sidetracked now, I didn't even do a cross on that one. But yeah, now that slow stitching, which is basic, not just cross stitching, slow stitching can be cross stitching or embroidery, anything like that. But now slow stitching, which is basically sewing by hand instead of a machine, now that's taken off again. It did have a phase not long, about 18 months ago, and then it died. It kind of quickly died down, but now it's flared up again, and there's nearly everybody's getting on it now. But now that's kind of taken off again now within the community, and more widespread within the community. Sorry, I'm going to cough. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I was just needing to cough. But yeah, now that the slow stitching has taken off in the community, and like I said, it's now more widespread as well. More people are getting involved and doing their own as well as buying to put in journals and stuff. I think now might be the time to maybe put some of the cross-stitch stuff back into the shop and see if people want it for their journals. So, yeah, we're nearly done. I'm going to get going in a minute anyway, guys. I've been chatting to you about nothing for like 20 minutes. But yeah, so I'm not sure how much of this you can see properly because of the lighting and the fact that I keep moving out of frame because I like to get up close in my face to do it, and I have no glasses on, so that's not helping. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just chit chat to you guys more than anything, because I didn't really want to miss doing a video, because I'm on a bit of a roll now, but I also didn't really want to just wait and see how I feel, because like I said, the day that you're watching this, I will have had the vaccine the day before, and I don't know. So there's no point sitting here now thinking, oh, it's alright, I'll wait and see how I feel on Wednesday, because on Wednesday I might not be up to anything. I might be in bed all day, and then I won't get to do a video, and then you guys won't see one. So, like I said, I had to do this anyway, and I just turned the camera off to get it done. Otherwise that video would be like 3 hours long. Excuse me. So I figured I'd just pop on and give you guys an actual work in progress video for a change, and a bit of a chit chat to let you know what's going on. Yeah, and just kind of wish you guys well. And yeah, so I think Tagman's getting ready to come up, it sounds like it. So I am going to love you and leave you guys. And thank you so much for joining me. Wow, look at that. Yep, I don't know whether you've enjoyed this video or not, but thank you so much for watching me. You will have already have seen this finished item. If not, go and check out not Social Saturday at all. Go and check out Slow Stitch Sunday's video. And yeah, so anyway, thanks for hanging with me, guys. I hope you're all well. I hope I'm well, so future me, I hope you're doing well. And yeah, so I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.